Welcome back. Saturday morning, evening today, early bird goes to work. And now, the price of electricity, the industrial cost of it, has arrived at €700 for a megawatt hour cost. And this is in Romania. The most interesting thing is, Romania, as other countries like France, their system to generate electricity more efficient and have more resources to generate, hydroelectric and so on. And that access, they can export it, and more auto-sufficient basically. But due to European stupid law, where you pay less, you have to pay, like if it was like in Germany and other countries, the same cost, despite you produce more electricity and you don't have to depend from others. And Boris Johnson, we have Macron and Biden and Ursula von Crazy. Let's kick off with Boris Johnson, and more money's been given to that failed politician Zelensky. Visiting yet again. He came out with a speech saying Britain is with them and the British people must make a sacrifice for democracy in Ukraine. More higher bills to pay. I don't think people will be too happy in the UK. They'll be pretty pissed off. Situation in France. Macron done a really strange speech. Well, I believe it's very strange, creeping, spooky. And he's saying the times of abundance is over. Europeans, in the name of saving Ukraine, must learn to sacrifice, therefore. Starving to death, more higher fuel prices, collapsed economy. That's what you're basically saying. And basically Biden is saying the same thing as well in America. Americans must sacrifice themselves for the sake of Ukrainian democracy against the Russians, because they have invaded Ukraine. Well, I personally do not believe the hype of these politicians. They are liars. And when I say everything is okay, it's not okay. They know for sure when the shit will hit the fan. Sooner or later, they'll be the first ones to do a leg right on the run. Then you got Ursula von Leyen, or von Crazy, saying, Europeans, yes, yet again, she's saying as the other two, the other fight knockers, Europeans must make a sacrifice. They have to get used to low standards of living, blackouts, economical collapse, in the name of saving Ukraine. Basically, these politicians, they don't give a monkeys about Ukraine and its destiny. And they go to the same thing to Zelensky and his people. Doesn't give a shit about them. They're interested in about the biggest scam of all time: more money, more weapons into Ukraine. This has been going, not now, for more than a few years, I think 2014, because I came across an interesting thing on the web regarding when Cyprus needed money from the EC to bail them out due to their banking problems. Brussels didn't give them the money. Guess who they gave the money? To Ukraine, which is not even in part of the EC, not even a part of NATO is a path of nothing. And you believe Western citizens shall put up with this bottle crap for any longer? No. When they begin and they can't afford to heat their houses, to eat, to have a decent living standards, there's going to be revolutions. And the discussion of recessions is created by central banks and governments for some reason. You know, they keep their corporate punters, happy. And I says they blame Putin for these things. You can't blame Putin. Putin does not control the markets. It's the corporations which controls the prices of the commodity markets. They're the ones who fix the prices, create these crises to make more money. Continue on this line, and even their toy will break one day. And there will be no more bribes to spread around. Because basically, it's the Western taxpayers' money thrown into a lost cause like Ukraine. And supporting a neo-Nazi ideology like Ukraine, the Zelensky regime. And then they say about, wait a second, about Russia is a state-sponsored country. What about that bombing more than a week ago which killed the daughter of that philosopher? And in the end, who set off the bomb was a Ukrainian citizen using her daughter in a secret operation. The Ukrainian women are part of the secret services. That is terrorism. And she legged it off another in Estonia or Lithuania. So, there is a possibility there was interference of Western intelligence in this bombing. People believe it's a classical CIA operation. At the end of the day, people will have to suffer in name of an ideal which is called Ukraine, and to save Ukraine from the mercy of Russia. The fact is, Ukraine is losing the battle. Sooner or later, they will come to a collapse. And I don't think financially Europe and morally will continue to give them aid. Very interesting thing what Serbia done. Vukovic, the president, he said, we are looking after our own people first. Therefore, he made deals with Putin for gas and other trade deals. That's very, very, very well done. And I think Western leaders should follow as example. These people, like what I mentioned, they don't give a monkeys about their citizens. They're only interested of following these globalist agendas. They are ready to destroy their country's economies. America's in recession, Europe's going to follow. It's only a question of time. And Germany's saying, we have got 85% of stockage of natural gas in their reserves. With one of the mainstreams going on maximum output of 20%. I think it's 15%, depending when you start it.